Most people believe that their financial problems will disappear when they start earning more money. They say, if I could just make another $1,000 a month, everything would be easier. But what if that isn't true? What if earning more money doesn't automatically make you wealthy? What if the real problem isn't how much money you make, but what happens to your money after it reaches your bank account? Because there are people earning $50,000 a year who manage to build savings, investments, and financial security. And there are people earning $200,000 a year who are still stressed, still living paycheck to paycheck, and still drowning in debt. The difference is not always income. Sometimes the difference is what happens between the moment money enters your life and the moment it disappears. I'm Addy, and this is Wealth Theory. Today, we're going to look at the invisible financial habits that keep people poor even when their income increases. And by the end of this video, you may realize that the biggest threat to your financial future isn't your salary. It's the lifestyle you build around it. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine someone earning $40,000 a year. Their lifestyle is simple. They live in a modest apartment, drive an affordable car, cook at home, and carefully manage their expenses. They don't have much extra money, but they are aware of where every dollar goes. Now imagine that same person receives a huge promotion. Their income increases to $80,000 a year. At first, they feel financially free. They think, now I can finally enjoy life. So they move into a more expensive apartment. They finance a newer car. They start eating at more expensive restaurants. They upgrade their phone, their clothes, their vacations, and their subscriptions. The income doubled, but so did the lifestyle. A few years later, they are earning twice as much as before, but somehow they still have almost nothing saved. This is called lifestyle inflation. And it is one of the most dangerous financial traps because it doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like success. When your income increases, your brain tells you that you deserve better things. And sometimes you do. There is nothing wrong with improving your life. The problem begins when every increase in income immediately becomes an increase in spending. You earn more, so you spend more. Then you earn even more, so you spend even more again. Your lifestyle keeps expanding until your income is completely consumed. This is how people become high-income earners without ever becoming wealthy. Their income looks impressive. Their lifestyle looks impressive. But behind the scenes, their financial freedom is almost zero. Real wealth is not the amount of money that passes through your hands. Real wealth is the amount of money that stays with you and continues working for you. Someone earning $100,000 and saving $20,000 every year may be building more wealth than someone earning $250,000 and spending $260,000. Income is what you make. Wealth is what you keep. And the gap between those two numbers determines your financial future. This is why the first thing you should do when your income increases is not immediately upgrade your lifestyle. Instead, create a gap. If you receive a raise, don't spend all of it. If your salary increases by $1,000 a month, maybe you don't need to increase your lifestyle by $1,000 a month. You could use $500 to improve your life and direct the other $500 towards savings, debt repayment, or investments. That one decision can completely change your future. Because over time, your lifestyle grows slowly while your wealth grows quickly. But there is another reason people remain financially stuck. They don't know where their money is going. Ask someone how much they spend every month, and many people will give you a rough guess. They might say maybe around $3,000, but when they actually track everything, the number is often much higher. Small purchases create a financial leak. A coffee here, a delivery order there. A subscription you forgot about, a few online purchases, a weekend dinner. None of these expenses feel life-changing, but when you combine them over a year, the total can become thousands of dollars. The problem is not that you bought coffee. The problem is that you don't know how much coffee, food, shopping, subscriptions, and impulse purchases are actually costing you. Financial awareness comes before financial improvement. You cannot fix a problem you refuse to measure. The first step is simple. For the next 30 days, track every dollar you spend. Don't judge yourself. Don't try to be perfect. Just observe, because most people don't need a complicated financial system at the beginning. They need to see the truth. And the truth can be uncomfortable. You may discover that you are spending hundreds of dollars every month on things you don't even remember buying. You may realize that you are paying for subscriptions you never use. You may notice that stress is causing you to spend money. You may discover that you are not buying things because you need them. You are buying them because you want to feel better. This is where money becomes psychological. People often think financial decisions are logical, but most of the time they are emotional. We spend when we are bored. We spend when we are stressed. We spend when we want to reward ourselves. We spend because we feel behind other people. We spend because social media makes us feel like our life is not good enough, and companies understand this better than most consumers do. They don't just sell products, they sell feelings. They sell confidence, they sell status, they sell comfort. They sell the idea that one purchase will make your life better, but the feeling usually disappears quickly. The new phone becomes normal. The new clothes become ordinary. The expensive meal becomes a memory. And then the brain searches for the next purchase. This is how consumerism creates a cycle. Desire, purchase, temporary excitement, boredom, new desire. If you don't understand this cycle, you can spend your entire life chasing the next thing that promises happiness. The solution is not to stop enjoying life. The solution is to stop confusing spending with happiness. Money should improve your life, but it should not control your emotions. Before making a non-essential purchase, ask yourself a simple question. Would I still want this if nobody else could see it? That question reveals a lot. Because many purchases are not really about the product. They're about how we want other people to see us. This leads to one of the biggest financial mistakes people make, buying status. A luxury car can be useful transportation, but sometimes people buy expensive cars because they want to communicate something. They want people to believe they are successful. A designer watch can tell the time, but sometimes the real purchase is the feeling of importance. A large house can provide comfort, but sometimes people buy more house than they need because they want to prove that they have made it. The problem with status purchases is that they are expensive to maintain. The car requires insurance, fuel, repairs, and payments. The large house requires higher taxes, maintenance, and utilities. The expensive lifestyle creates a permanent financial obligation, and the moment your income decreases, the lifestyle becomes a burden. This is why financially intelligent people often ask a different question. They don't ask, "Can I afford to buy this?" They ask, "Can I comfortably maintain this?" Anyone can sometimes afford a purchase. The real question is whether you can continue paying for it month after month without damaging your future. A person might be able to afford the monthly payment on a luxury car. But can they still afford it if they lose their job? Can they still afford it if they face a medical emergency? Can they still afford it if their income decreases? Financial security means having space between what you earn and what you are committed to spending. This is why an emergency fund matters. Your emergency fund is not exciting. It doesn't make you feel rich. It doesn't give you social status. But when life becomes unpredictable, it can protect you from making desperate decisions. A broken car, a medical bill, a job loss. A family emergency. Without savings, unexpected problems often turn into high-interest debt. With savings, the same problem may simply become an inconvenience. You don't need to build a perfect emergency fund overnight. Start with a small target, $1,000, then 1 month of essential expenses, then 3 months. The goal is not to become rich through your emergency fund. The goal is to prevent one bad event from destroying years of progress. Now let's talk about the most powerful thing you can do with extra money: buy back your future. Every dollar you invest is not just money sitting in an account. It represents future choices. It represents time. It represents options. If you invest consistently for years, your money can eventually begin producing income without requiring the same amount of work from you. This is why investing is so important. But investing does not mean chasing the latest trend. It does not mean putting your entire savings into one company because someone online promised massive returns. It means understanding your goals, understanding risk, and building a strategy that you can follow consistently. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to become rich quickly. They want the perfect investment, the perfect stock, the perfect moment, but successful investing is often boring. It is repetitive, it is patient, It is not designed to give you excitement every day. In fact, the more exciting your investment decisions become, the more careful you should probably be. The market will always create stories. One company is going up, another is collapsing. Someone became rich overnight. Someone else lost everything. If you allow every headline to control your decisions, you will constantly buy when you feel excited and sell when you feel afraid. That is the opposite of a long-term strategy. Wealth is often built by doing the same sensible things for a very long time. Save consistently, invest responsibly, avoid unnecessary debt. Increase your skills, increase your income, protect your money, repeat. But there is one thing that can accelerate the entire process, increasing your earning power. Cutting expenses is important, but there is a limit to how much you can reduce. You can only stop buying so many coffees. You can only cancel so many subscriptions. But your ability to earn can potentially grow for decades. A skill can change your income forever. Learning sales, learning technology, learning communication, learning marketing, learning a trade. Learning how to build a business. Learning how to solve valuable problems. The more valuable problems you can solve, the more opportunities you may create. This is why financial education matters. Your income is connected to the value you can provide, and your wealth is connected to what you do with the income you earn. If you only focus on earning money but never learn how to manage it, you may earn more and still remain financially stressed. If you only focus on saving but never improve your earning ability, your progress may be limited. The strongest financial strategy combines both. Earn more, keep more, grow more. But remember, earning more money does not automatically make you financially intelligent. It simply gives you more resources to work with. If your habits are bad, more money can create bigger problems. If you spend everything you earn at $50,000, you may spend everything you earn at $150,000. The number changes. The behavior stays the same. So the real question is not, how much money do I need to become wealthy? The real question is, what kind of person do I need to become to manage wealth responsibly? Because money amplifies behavior. If you are disciplined, money gives you more opportunities. If you are impulsive, money gives you more opportunities to make expensive mistakes. This is why your financial future is being created right now, not when you become rich, not when you receive a promotion, not when you win the lottery. Today. Every time you choose to save instead of spend, you are building a habit. Every time you learn a new skill, you are increasing your future earning potential. Every time you avoid unnecessary debt, you are protecting your future income. Every time you invest consistently, you are giving your money more time to grow. The decisions may seem small. But your future is not built by one huge decision. It is built by thousands of small decisions repeated over time. Think about the person you will be 10 years from now. That person will either thank you for the decisions you are making today or wish you had started earlier. The future version of you is being created by your current habits. And this is the part most people don't want to hear. Nobody is coming to save your financial future. Your employer may give you a raise, but they are not responsible for your wealth. The government may create policies, but it cannot make every financial decision for you. Your family may support you, but they cannot control your spending habits. At some point, you have to take responsibility, not blame, responsibility. There is a difference. You may not control your starting point. You may not control the economy. You may not control the market. You may not control every unexpected event. But you can control what you learn. You can control what you spend. You can control how much debt you take. You can control whether you start saving. You can control whether you build skills. And control is where financial confidence begins. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to become a financial expert overnight. You simply need to become more aware than you were yesterday. Start by knowing your numbers, know your income, know your expenses. Know your debt, know your savings, know your goals. Then create a simple plan. Maybe your first goal is to save $1,000. Maybe your goal is to pay off a credit card. Maybe your goal is to invest your first $100. Maybe your goal is to learn a skill that can increase your income. The amount doesn't matter as much as the direction. Because the biggest financial mistake is not starting small. The biggest financial mistake is never starting at all. Remember this, earning more money can improve your life, but only if your habits improve with it. A bigger paycheck will not solve a spending problem. A higher salary will not solve a lack of discipline. A promotion will not automatically create wealth. Income gives you fuel. Your habits decide where the vehicle goes. So don't wait until you earn more. Start managing what you have now. Don't wait until you know everything. Start learning now. Don't wait until the perfect time to invest, save, or improve your skills. The perfect time rarely arrives. Start small, start imperfectly, but start. Because 5 years from now, you will either have 5 years of financial progress or 5 years of financial excuses. And the decision is being made right now. I'm Addy, and this is Wealth Theory. Keep learning, keep investing, keep building your future. And remember, wealth is not created by one lucky moment. It is created when ordinary people make better financial decisions consistently for a very long time. I'll see you in the next video.